Let's check it out. So we
Okay.
got normal mode 0.2. Wait, how much minimum max do you have?
The max, I think it's here, isn't it?
Yeah.
No, it's not in. Is it there? No.
So how many Solana are you working with right now?
Okay, so I've got this much. That should be quite decent, isn't it?
What's that? 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. So what about the debt? All right. So the first thing first is when you're doing your launches. Correct me if I'm wrong, but you're coming in if I'm not mistaken about 5 wallets.
That's correct, yeah.
Okay, so that's your issue right there. So let me give you a hypothetical because beyond having these wallets here, I would also look into see if you're mixing things correctly, so that way when you do launch these in, they don't show up as if they're all the same bubble maps. Have you looked at your bubble maps when you launched?
Yes, I cannot. Let me show you this because I did some launches. I can show you some examples.
Okay.
That which should be quite good. I saved it on here. So this one I did yesterday, for example.
I was seeing meme tools, by the way.
That one. Let me try that one. This one was a previous one as well.
I only see your meme tools, by the way. You're sharing your only meme tools.
Oh, it's only Weem to. Oh, okay. Sorry. Oops. Let me see if I can change that. Give me a second. Right. Is that? Can you see
Yep.
that?
There you go.
Right. Excellent. So this is one example. So I launched this one, but I don't understand why. But let me look at the bubble apps as you said.
If you sold your wallets, it might not show anymore. But let's see.
Okay.
I would think that's not going to show unless you see the previous data of the day when it happened.
Oh, okay. So let's try this one because I think this was yesterday. God, it's so slow. This one. Let me just.
You're good. Take your time.
This is one example. Right.
Maps right
So
there.
global maps. Yep.
And then it may show you hopefully from the day it happened and not the newest one because the newest will say nothing. Yeah, that's nothing because that's basically nothing to the contract right now. But if you
Right.
go back
Okay.
to the far left and see if you can look at the previous data, this is say change right below right there. Below. No. Go back to the screen.
Bubble maps.
Yeah. A far left hand corner below that, it should say you see right there? Go up. Go up.
Yeah.
And the left hand side right there where the pink is. You see that pink?
Oh yes. Yeah.
Yeah, right next
Magic.
to
Uh,
yeah. Now go to the left side of it, right there. Click on that.
this one.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then what does it say? Map customization. Does anything allow you to see dates, like previous dates? Like if you go to the far left, will allow you to choose a different date? No.
No.
Okay. So basically, when you put your wallets in there, what
Yeah.
you do, I'm just curious to see if they're if they're mapped or not. Like when you fund these wallets, first of all, how do you fund them?
Okay, so I normally fund them by because I saw your video. So it goes from Phantom, then it goes to Houdini.
Okay.
Houdini, I think it's called. And then it goes into my dev wallet.
And then what about the other
Into
wallets?
that's from Houdini as well. From Houdini, then it goes to all the Mimi Tools dev wallet. I've also created them from Bullex as well.
Quick
The
question:
wallets.
the wallets that not the dev, but the other wallets, right? Are you funding
Yeah.
them individually, one by one, like doing like say for example 5 or 6 Houdini swaps, or are you just doing one Houdini swap goes to one wallet, then you transfer the other thing? How's that? What are you doing with that?
Yeah, so basically what I'm doing from Phantom, it goes to Houdini to in here, all of it. And then
Yeah.
another one from Phantom to in there, Houdini to all in here, all of it.
And the same thing with other ones. Houdini, it's just basically 5 Houdini transactions, right?
That's correct, yes.
Okay, gotcha. So, the bulb map should be then theoretically clean. This is the issue, though.
Hmm.
Right now, you currently are coming in with only 5 holders, though, and when usually, at least these days nowadays, people are
Mm-hmm.
coming in with at least minimum 24 to 32 holders. So what happens is, let's say hypothetically speaking, you come in with like the group would be if you see okay, first of all, you go to your groups. You see the groups right there on go to Pump Fund?
Yeah, this one, yeah.
Well, that's a launch group. We'll go to Pump Fund on the left hand
Oh,
side.
Pump on, yeah. So
So you
it's
go
gonna be one group.
so you can
Yeah.
have 8 wallets per group. So well theoretically actually go to launch, my bad, go to launch.
Okay. So if I go to launch.
So there's 2 things here. Basically, this is not necessarily bundling, this is more so mass sniping because theoretically bundling would mean that you would be able to get 8, 16, 24, 32 wallets in at the same time rather than
Okay.
like, slowly. And that's also why people don't buy too because they're looking for green candles, not just one candle, but multiple candles. So
Hmm.
if you set up your wallets in a way where, let's say we do, for example, delay, I believe we see normal up there, dragon, and then safe, and then spammer. So in your case, I believe it would be probably normal. No, bundle
Okay.
and normal, and then your wallet groups. You need to have like 5 wallet groups. Each group would probably need to have 8 different wallets in there. And then even
5
if
wallets.
even if you don't have one soul per wallet, you could just break the Solana down to like 0.25 of this one, 0.22 of this one, 0.35 of this one. But theoretically, what happens is once you launch, you sell your dev wallet. The first 8 come in, right? But as soon as those first 8 come in, you probably want to exit 1 or 2 of them out, just so it looks like natural. And then the next 8 come in. They do the same thing, 1,
Hmm.
2 out. The next 8 come in, 1, 2 out. Basically, by the time the last group comes in, the charts will be like red, green, 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 red, green, 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 red, green, green, red. It looks like a natural, chart. That's what causes people to FOMO into a chart to be like, oh, what's this? This looks like it's sending. And the reality, all the positions is really you.
Right.
So
Okay.
coming
So
into
you're
the
saying that
void,
I should have. So I need 5 wallets and 8. No, 5 groups, and each of them should have 5 wallets.
8 wallets, 8 wallets per group.
8 wallets, yeah, per group.
Yeah,
Okay, got it.
and then that would give you essentially FOMO of volume because the market is attracted by volume unless you did 4 or 5 or how you have now. The only way that would really work is, let's say, let's I'm gonna give you a hypothetical example, okay? Because there are
Mm-hmm.
people that do this, and sometimes money is time, time is money. Some people,
Hmm.
rather than having to spread their liquidity with different wallets and holders, and then basically come up with random memes that have random communities to them, are essentially trying to
Yeah.
get bids. But then some people rather wait 6 to 9, 10 hours, maybe 2 days, and write for that one meme to 3x or 5x. And those guys are usually CT devs, so they'll wait for things like they'll type. I know one guy in my group. He literally on his CT tracker just has the keyword dead. So as soon as
Okay.
someone dies, he's the first one to
Yeah.
get the information, and then he goes ahead and like as soon as CNN or whatever posts it, like the minute they post it, he puts it on Twitter. I mean, first puts it on Pump Fund and Twitter, and links the post together. So that way, when he puts those 5 bids in, that news is carried out because it's gonna send anyways. It's big, like Trump died, or Charlie Kirk when he died. Boom, and then
Hmm.
the first person to get the first 5, especially if you like pay Dex and you bullish on your own stuff, then it's a for sure win. But you also have to think, counter time and numbers in there.
Yeah, I understand. I understand. Can you check my buy settings? Is this is okay, right?
Um, your buy settings are, it says 0.02, 0.03, 0.05.
Yeah.
Oh, for 8 walls you're referring to?
No, for the wallets. Oh, yeah, 8 wallets. So if it was 8, so how many should I have? Actually, how many should I have if I have 8 wallets?
So
Right.
yeah,
Let's
let me
say I've
give
got
you a
8.
like a for sure like just like for sure statement here, and it may be something you may want to hear, but I mean, it may be something that you not want to hear, but I gotta be like real with you, okay?
Mm.
So the price of Solana right now, as we speak, I believe is like 225, 230, right? Isn't that around that ballpark?
Yeah, it's actually gone down because of the tariffs. Did you hear about the tariffs?
Oh fuck no! Every time I
Yeah,
wake
it's
up
still
every
gone.
day, something new happens. Like yesterday,
It,
there was KYC with
yeah,
BNB.
it's really red today.
What happened?
It's pretty gone. Basically, the Trump he's threatening China to do tariffs.
Uh huh.
So and then as soon as that news came out, everything just is on red. It's pretty bad. It's gone really down, but it will get better anyway. So you know how it is.
Got you. Okay, so basically, what it is this. So
Mm-hmm.
let's just say, hypothetically speaking, Solana is currently at, let's say, 210 or 212 or something like that, right?
Yeah.
So, the price of the floor, just to own, let's say, for example, 13% of the floor will cost about anywhere from $1,000 to 2,000, well, $1,000 to $1,500 these days. And so if we do our math, let me open up my calculator
Okay.
for Solana. Let me kind of see where we're at with it. Let's see here, BTC, and that's why sometimes too I don't even get some guys that are in my Discord. They're like, "Hey, BNB is the newest thing. We need the BNB bundler." And I'm like, okay, but don't you realize BNB is a $1,200 per BNB? So if you're not gonna put in like 50 grand, then what are you doing?
Yeah, that's expensive. BNB has gone up like crazy. Yeah.
One second though. So, sorry, that's my son. So yeah, basically, let's see. If you had, hey Terion, if you have, let's say, 8 Sol. 8 Sol is give or take $1,650, right? And
Mm-hmm.
so, even if we did set it up in a way, where it was 1 Sol per wallet, we're looking at basically each group theoretically giving you 1 second. I will get where we're looking at a group basically providing about 12 to 15% of the supply per group. And if you can imagine, if you had, like, say, theoretically 4 groups, that'd be theoretically around 12 to 15%. That's 30% after 2. So basically, give or take, after 4 groups, you should be, give or take, about 40 to 60% in that ballpark, of this contract. Now,
Right.
if let's say if you came in what you were showing me now, 0.04, 0.223, that means each group is giving even less a percentage. So, hypothetically speaking, let's just say, just for shits and giggles, each group is giving about, well, can you give me the what it was? What was the last thing you showed me? It was like 8 groups. It was 0.02. I'll add it all up for us right now, so we have the exact numbers.
What do you want to see? The Phantom? I mean,
The last thing you showed me where it said, not that, the one where it said meme tools, where we were you were like showing me like the buys amounts per wallet.
Okay, yeah. So the buys, this one.
Perfect. So currently we have custom buys at 0.02, 0.01, 0.05, 0.06. So if we added all those together, theoretically, we're looking at like basically give or take 0.23 or 0.35 ish, right? Just off of that,
Okay.
right? So 0.3, that's $60. So, what you're doing is you are giving the contract holders, but the contract still will be like around 9,000 market cap, because the price you haven't put in as much to buy the supply. And which means that they know if they put in 1 Sol in there, the moment you sell from 9,000 to 5,000, they lose way more than they would have put in, and then 40, 50, 60. You see what I'm saying? So
yeah,
there essentially is a level of like, do I want to even jump into this contract, because of the fact that you may be already from the jump cloning a pre-existing project that's already either has a Telegram. I mean, let's even talk about that. When you do your actual selections of memes, are you creating your own meme? Are you doing copies? Like, what's that process like?
Okay, so what I'm doing with these let me show you this. So these are copies. Most of them are copies because it's just easier. I just copy and paste it. So these ones are copies. This one I created myself. So this is all me basically, and they're mostly copies.
Sure. Now that we talked about that, let's talk about this. That they're copies. what type of plays are these? Are these CT plays? Are these like community plays? And if they are community plays, do they have an attached XCOM connected to them as well?
So these are community plays. So I just go onto this, for example, and then I see it going really high up, and then I just copy the contract and then copy
Okay.
the token.
Now, I believe I found another problem here. So
Uh huh.
when you copy the plays, the one thing I was looking for you to say, which would allow me
Mhm.
to know that you've done a little bit more, which is what the pricing to do, is you have to create an
Mhm.
XCOM community that's identical to the one clone you did. The reason why is, let's say hypothetically, for example, I create a clone, call it like worthless, for example, right? And then
Yeah.
the day, let's say it went to like, I don't know, 200K the day before, 3 days before. I had a whole X community within everything, and now it's sitting on the floor like 10K, and you decide to copy it. Now, the moment you copy it, you did not change the actual XCOM. So anybody that's aping into it, the first thing they're going to do is go to the XCOM. And if they see the XCOM is from like 4 days ago, right, and it's
Hmm.
filled up, they're like, what the fuck? And 9 times out of 10, these guys are so like, when it comes to these projects these days, they rather look now and then shoot rather than shoot and look. You know what I'm saying? And so
Yeah.
if they see all this, basically content on the XCOM, they're like, "What the fuck? This is not a real CTO. It just started like 2 seconds ago." You know what I'm saying? And so
Yeah.
you have to essentially, whenever you're doing an XCOM play, you have to have a blue check account on Twitter, and you literally have to create an XCOM for that particular community again, so that way it looks like it's a new play rather than an old. Because
Right.
literally
Okay. So
this,
I can't.
yeah.
Yeah. But, so if I can't like copy trade it. You basically are saying it's it doesn't work that way.
You can copy the meta, the image. You can
Mhm.
copy
Mhm.
the even if it's you can copy the everything besides the XCOM. The XCOM is going to lead you to not only traders, but it also
Yep.
with snipers. Snipers have agros set up so that way they can detail if the X Twitter has been used. If it's been used, they won't just it will be AFK and they won't even fire into it. You need that FOMO anyways to raise your price market cap. If you're coming in so low liquidity anyways, So to cross your I's and dot your T's, the best thing to do is to basically give them the check marks they want, which is clean contract, which you got, bubble maps
Yeah.
are clean, that's good. And even if you don't have the distribution money, you can at least come with holders. Like if you don't got the pocket to put in like, the 40, 30, 15, 20 grand, then fuck
Yeah.
it. Just go the holder route. Then you have the power at least to do holders. So you can do like 100 holders at fucking $1,000 if you wanted to. Still, the market cap will be low as hell, but still coming in with 100 holders and an XCOM is more bullish than 5 holders and a copied XCOM. You see what I'm saying?
Right. Okay. All right.
It's a logical mental thing too. You're doing to traders because you're literally changing the market, literally altering it.
Yeah, I understand. So how do you do the holders then?
I got you.
If I go to Meep Coins, that one.
So this is the thing. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's
Mhm.
it's easy, but it's not the funnest thing to do. I'll tell you. The reason why is because the process of making sure that the funds are not coming from one source, you already know the process. You're just going to have to Houdini swap for hours. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
swapping small amounts, and making sure also that every single amount that you swap has a little bit of transaction fees, so that way you
Hmm.
can get your money in and out at the same time when you buy and sell. That's really it comes down to it. You theoretically, if you wanted to do another way, which I would not recommend, you theoretically could do without the swap, the bub maps, Houdini, but then you'll get bub map detection. One moment, my wife is calling. Let me grab this call real quick.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
I'm back.
Thank-
Alrighty. So, yeah. Where was I? I forgot.
Yeah, it's the holders about who do
Yes.
need swap is.
Yeah. So it's like one of those things too. If you think about it, it's way easier to like set up 4 or 5 wallets and then hit it strong. So that's why some people prefer what you're doing right now rather than just to have a shotgun waiting for a particular right opportunity rather than
Mm.
eating every single contract. But then you do have leverage. Both of them have different leverage. You know, if you do the other way, 80 holders coming in, even if the market is low, if the meme is right, it's still gonna send regardless.
Right. Okay. Another question. Penguin tools. Do you think Mimi
Yep.
tools are quite good than Penguin
Yes.
tools? Because I've been watching your videos. I think there was one that I think a lady, she made one soul in like 10 seconds or something. And the good thing I like about Penguin is that you can age the wallets.
Yeah.
With Mimi tools, you have to go to Bullets and all those and then create it. Do you think that Penguin tools is pretty good? Is that
Okay.
better than Mimi tools?
So I mean, first thing first, like they all kind of do the similar things, but they just do it differently. I'll give you, for example, my personal experiences when it comes to advantages I feel like that Penguin Tools has over meme tools. When it comes to
Hmm.
specifically Penguin Tools, I don't necessarily say that the warming up of wallets is a big justice, to be honest with you, because I know guys in Kenneth's group, which is another bundler, who use new wallets every day and they'll print anyways. So I don't think that's really too much to be consistently about. But what I do know is the launch mode that they have is way different. For example, they have Blizzard, Ice Cold, something like all these different modes. Basically, and what they do is that they directly do different things to the charts. So for example, instead of you having to actually manually put in like, all right, I want this wallet to delay with 5 seconds or 2 seconds. This wallet needs to be 1 second later. Like they already programmed it so that way for example, Blizzard mode or Surf mode, for example, when you launch, although the green chart, the green on the well, you'll see like 7 or 8 different green bars. It's automatically set up to group, like how we're building it here. So theoretically, you're doing the same thing as Penguin, except for the process of creating the groups are kind of automated in a way rather than now you're manually creating 8 groups. Then you gotta manually boom push them 8 in and then do the same thing 8 in. It's just you're doing the same thing. It's the meme tools is Penguin tools has automatically set it up so once you do get all your wallets set up, you don't have to work into like the individually of this delay between these wallets. It just has different modes and it'll automatically default the launch with that type of speed. Does that make
Yeah,
sense?
yeah, because Mimi Tools is quite manual as well
Yeah.
to do this. There's a lot of things, and then I saw that where you press the age button and it ages all the wallets. That was pretty good. And you can't do that with Mimi Tools, is it?
The Age Wallet. No, I think you can actually. Let me see here. Go to Pump Fun,
Yep.
and if you go to the far right side of it, are you on the new? Are you on the newest update? By the way,
Um, I've got 2.10.
let me check the let me check their what's it called?
Version.
Updates. Yeah, versions here. Software. Last one is two. You're on 3.1?
No, 2.10.
Oh, 2.10. Okay. The last one they have was software. I mean, as long as you downloaded the one that was on 9/10/2025, I think that's the last one they have.
Yeah, this is the one I got recently. I got it about 3 weeks ago.
Okay. Okay, cool. All right, great. So, but as far as let me go back into your chat here. Out. Alrighty. Okay, back here, close this. Okay, sweet. So, if anything, it would be located on the far right side once you clicked on pump one. Within, oh, you know what? Actually, go to wallets. You see, go all the way to far left on the bottom side. It says wallets.
Oh, yep.
There you go. And then far right there it says Generate, distribute, close, refund, sport, report. Oh yeah. Maybe it doesn't have
It
it.
doesn't have it.
Oh,
Yeah,
maybe it does
I
have
don't
warm
think
up.
it
No,
does.
it does. It
Oh,
does. It's right there on the far right. Warm up
oh,
wallets. That's what it is right there. So click on that,
oh,
and
okay.
then you have the option to bullets and all that shit in there too. Um, that's gonna basically buy. So what that does is it buys different small tokens, so that way it looks like there's trading history on those wallets. And then as far as the platform it came from, let me see if the actual meme tools does that. That one, click close real quick.
Close. Yep.
Let's see, refund mixer, detect wallet. Okay. So okay, so what we're referring to is tagging. I don't think that meme tools has tagging. Then go to settings real quick, just double check. It looks
Yep.
like it doesn't have tagging. Yeah. So it does warm up, but it doesn't tag. But um, honestly, like and those market caps, I don't think those really matter. Like I've done so many launches before, and honestly, and every time these guys, especially at Kinesis, are printing up stuff, every launch is a new
Mm,
wallet. They're not tagging shit. You know what I'm saying? So, but this is the thing. To be completely fair, they are coming in with like anywhere from 30, 15 to 30 soul, and in multiple groups and
mm,
volumes. So, and when they do that, I remember, to be honest with you, back in the day, like early 25, late 24, used to be able to do like 10 to 25, 30 soul bundles and come out with 15, 20 soul, like almost 2x or maybe 0.75 of your profit. Nowadays, because of all the different nuances with bullets and like trade bubble maps and this the fear of certainty doubt, you got all these different small angles. Usually guys are coming in with 20, 30 soul, coming out with 1, 2, 3 soul within like freaking 5 minutes or less, and that's it. But you do have to have the volume to be able to
mm.
grab those bids. Unless you don't have the volume, the meme has to basically stand out. But the only way the meme would stand out for people to see it if there's holder distribution. So there's either one or the other.
Right. Okay. What are you, so on the each wallet, how much should I really have? Is this okay enough, or is that too much?
I mean, if you're thinking about doing a play where you're actively going to look at the market and find a really good meme, like for example, when someone dies, like justice for someone's
Yeah.
pet or something like that, then yeah, you're fine with that particulars. Now, I would say be light on your dev. Like I would say honestly, take that dev and break it into like 2 or 3 more wallets. I don't think the dev should buy in 2.5. The dev probably should buy in honestly for like one and then sell immediately, and then how you'll have those other wallets to be able to counteract from, because already
Right. Okay.
2.5, that's like literally like 9%. People are gonna get scared.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
The only reason
I
why
can.
you would come out that much in the dev wallet is if you
Hmm.
actually did come in with like 50, 40, 50 wallets and you're holding that. Because people then also, the way you do it is you would come in with 1 or 2 soul, but you would also theoretically leave 8 soul, just leave it in the dev balance so people see that, oh, the dev's not poor. He has like money just chilling, and so he's got this project. It's just a mental mind game. But if the dev's not gonna be, I mean, it is gonna be the project, it has to happen. If it's not gonna be a project, just sell them immediately.
Right. Okay. Because that's what I haven't been doing. Because normally I launch it and I wait till it pumps, but it doesn't.
Oh, you leave
So
the dev
should I?
in?
Yeah, I leave that
Oh,
in.
that's the
Yeah.
main problem. We're discovering all types of problems today. So
It's good because I need to figure it out. So.
yeah, no, absolutely. The dev is like literally the queen, like in chess. And when people see
Hmm.
that, they're like, oh, whoa. Especially if you're not coming with all this FOMO, they're thinking to themselves like, what the fuck is this? Especially if you're cloning shit. You're like, it's just so amateur. Low key. Kill that dev as soon as
Yeah.
possible.
So how do I do that? So when I launch it, right? So I'll go there
Yep.
or go to
So what happened is once you launch the project, you immediately would go to pump.fun right there that you're in. You hit add
yep.
token in that middle bar right there. You click on the add token up there in the middle, right to the middle. Left, 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 left,
Uh,
left. Keep going left. left, 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 right there.
Yeah, and then you add the token,
So
and then
the CA would have to put in there, and then at that point, you could sell your dev there as well. You know.
so you just go that do that, isn't it?
Yeah. Boom. Immediately, like it's a thought process. Sometimes, honestly, that's why it's better to sell the dev then come in with your other wallets. But if you're only coming with 4 or 5, there's not so much volume to really hit the ground with, unless again it's a CT project and it's like, oh, this is gonna send regardless. Like this person just died. Like I'm the only one that has this shit. You know.
Yeah, I understand. So you go there, and then where do you click on to sell it? You click on these, right?
Yep. So as long as you're in the sell mode, right, as you are, and you'll see it's all red, then yeah, you click
Yeah.
100%.
Right. Okay. And do you do to all wallets or just one?
Just the dev first.
Because the dev is not on here. I don't know why.
The dev. Oh yeah. So the launch right there. You will launch. Go back to launcher. My bad. I forgot. So go back to
yeah, launcher. Yeah.
Once you launch the project, you would just sell the dev from there, and then you can go back into Pump Fund and bring the other wallets in if you wanted to.
Oh, okay. So from here, you click on sell, and then sell it from here.
Yep.
And then you go back in there, and then you go to is it bundle buy you go to buy them back?
Bundle buys allows well, so that's quick buys is what you technically want to do.
Right, quick buys.
Yeah, because bundle buys is gonna possibly red flag you. Either so much transactions coming in at the exact same block that just nowadays just comes off as bundled. So you would literally just one by one at that point. You would just go to do quick buys and then click on the little buy. Then I would just click buy for all the wallets to go down the list. Boom, boom, boom.
And how many should you buy? Is it like 0.75 or
0. So let me ask you a question. What's the budget you got?
I would say 0.7 each wallet, for example.
Okay, so let's see here. Let me do the math on this here. Go back to my calculator. So 0.7 is about 143, and you said 143 per wallet. I mean per group or per wallet?
Per wallet.
Okay, so let's just say we're looking at 143 times that by 8. All right, so that's about 1,200 right there almost. Do you have enough to? Now, how many total do you want to do? Do you want to do like 4 groups, or like are you doing like? Because you're doing 4 groups, that's basically give or take 4.5k. And 4.5k in Solana is give or take about 23 SOL minimum. And usually when I'm doing launches with Solana stuff, I'm doing it between 30 to 40 SOL. So I would say the minimum you would want to work with is 4,500. When it comes to bundling, okay, let me reverse that back. The minimum I would work with is 23 SOL if my job was to consistently try to bring in like anywhere from 0.7 to 1.5 SOL per project, and I'm consistently doing maybe like 5 projects a day, trying to make 5 SOL a day. Then yeah, I would come in with that leverage, because then I had everything I told you, from the bundles to the communities to now you brought in these FOMOs, then people couple bid in, you might just nuke the charts, boom, that's 1 SOL profit, boom, you do it again, you continue to do it over and over until you make 5 SOL, that's boom, that's done. Now
that's what I want to do. That's the projects I want to do.
Yeah, so I would,
because it's the lightest. It sounds more like the lightest.
Well, yeah, that's one way. So I'll give you the pros and cons, because like I said, I give everybody the pros and cons. The pros and cons would be basically, yeah, you have opportunity to move the liquid a lot faster. However, the cons would be that if you're not picking the right memes, the right metas, you'll get bids. Then you have transaction fees. Each wallet will occur transaction fees when you go into it. So there is a chance that you can lose money too. If you're not picking the right things. Whereas the other person could do this. He might load up with like what you're doing now with 4, 5, 6 wallets, and instead of doing back to back, he might wait one week to do only 2 memes. But those 2 memes, both of them went to 200k. So he was able to make more money than the guy doing consistent back to back. You see what I'm saying? So it really depends how you want to play this out.
So if you do the big one, to make 200k, how much sold would you need for that?
Well, I mean, again, if you even work with the one you have right now, which is about give or take what 5, 6, 7 soul, right? Is
Yeah.
that what you have right now? So even if you worked with what you had right now, all you would need essentially, I can give it to you. Hold on, let me pull it up. Hold on. There's a CT tracker that I recommend you to have. It's almost theoretically free too. Let me grab it. Hold on.
Is it Trenchy bot?
Nah. That's a
No.
third
Yeah.
party tool. One of my buddies just asked for me the other day for it, and I was like, "Oh yeah, here, I'll forward it to you now. Forward to the business. Here you go." So this thing's called Tweet Shift. I
Mhm.
think it's like $10 a month, bro. Literally like $9.99. But basically, what you do is you can essentially add as many people you need as far as Twitter handles, and what it'll do is within your own Discord, you can create your own Discord, like your own server. It's free to do that on Discord. You don't have to fight nobody into it. It's just your own little shit, right? And then you basically
Mhm.
would connect this. It's very simple to do, but once you connect it, you basically have access to anybody that you're targeting. So let's say you're targeting, let's say, like 50 news sites, for example, like CNN, fucking ESPN, or UK sites, all whatever, And then you also can filter. You see right there, it says, what can you do with the tweet shift? It says filter. So you would filter the
Yeah.
words dead, or filter the words like, war, or something that, that will allow you to be like the first to grab that specific narrative. You see what I'm saying? And so then you just sit there, whether you're doing your computer, and wait for them to come in. And what we usually, I've seen a couple of my, like, I've done several of them myself, which is kind of fun when you do it, because it's like you feel like you are the first of alphas, everything, because everybody else will ape into it. All these call groups are going to eventually later down the road ape into these because it's a big news media, right? And I'll
Yeah.
tell you the one I did one time, and it was like in the process while I was in the process of actually teaching a student. But it's kind of like luck of the draw. You kind of have to be ready for it. But what happened was, in my instance, CT, Epstein, one of the women who I guess was associated to the Epstein files, she committed suicide, I guess. And so, like, boom, I just created justice for Elizabeth, and that shit went to 800K, like within like 3 hours, and I only put like 6 soul in the beginning.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so. But the thing about it is, like, you don't know that they're gonna go to 800K. So I think I sold at like 90K, everything. But I mean, that's still a fucking 7, 8x, regardless. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, basically by having that alpha, you have it through Tweet Shift, and this allows you to customize the data, unlike Bullocks, unlike Axiom, which are predefined CTs, which we don't even know at that point if they're even delayed at that too.
Yeah. So this creates a Twitter account, right? That's what you're saying.
So what this does is
And you
it
can put.
basically creates a bot, and the bot allows you to add as many Twitter profiles to it. So you can put, like, say 10 different usernames, and every time they talk,
Mhm.
tweet, or post, it'll instantaneously send that information to your Discord, so you can basically make it a coin if you wanted.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah, you have a little leverage, so that's why people are working in sometimes smarter, not harder, in a sense, because you're gonna either grind, or you're kind of like a bundler sniper. You're waiting for the right particular meme to really push the market.
Yeah, I understand. What about advertising the coin?
So there's several ways to do that. I mean, there's for example, Telegram groups that I'm in, that have nothing but traders in them all day. I'll give you one right now, actually. This one's
Are
called
they free
Machine.
as well, or is it?
Yeah,
Because that's one thing I don't normally do.
yeah,
Because I know you're supposed to do that, but I just don't know any links to send it. Is that maybe one of the reasons why it's not pumping as well?
Well, yeah. I mean, the first thing first is the volume, right? You come in with this
Mm.
very little, very, very little volume. The second thing is the meme. The meme has already been done before and has already attached
Mm.
to a pre-existing community. Already at that point right there, you're already kind of killed yourself there, because they already said give you once, give you twice, 3 times is their fault, type of shit. So, at the very
Yeah.
least you can do if you come in with that little volume is come with a meme that's never been put on the pump one. That's the very least you could do.
Right. Okay. So it's a brand new meme
Yeah. And I'm not talking
with a
about,
good
like, no, I created
narrative.
an art project and this is like a cool, like, little dog that has a dick as a nose. I'm talking about,
Mm.
like, you literally found let me give you let me give you a situation, right? The other day, I did a project. Literally
Mhm.
just actually I did it with I was literally just testing shit out, but we did a project where I just did like 3-4 soul fucking bundle, like literally nothing, and it went to 24K, like literally in seconds. The reason why is because what I found was a YouTube video from 16, 17 years ago that basically was exposing this one guy as being a LARP. So when I put that link in the pump on, and when they saw that there was a community and then there was a YouTube video that dated back to 17 years, which gave you kind of like almost like a gem in a sense history, they're like, oh shit, this is gonna ascend. Like you want people's mind states to be like, oh, this is gonna be millions off the top. Like why isn't this millions? If they don't say that, then you're literally just throwing your money away.
Right. Okay. Got it. Okay. Can you send me that media link? To advertise the coins.
Absolutely. Join this. There's about 15,000, almost 16,000 people in this shit. It's crazy. Here, I'll throw this to you right now. Copy. All right. And down. And paste. All right. Boom. And there should be another one I'm sending you too. Let me know. Click on that. Get in there. Yeah. So you go to just verify, and then boom, it should get you into the group. It's called Affinity Gains.
Okay.
I actually have another link. Hold on 1 second. Copy text. This might be the same thing, but this is where I'm in right now too. So if you go in there, literally people are talking in there like all fucking day long, right? So
Okay.
I'm gonna give you 2 other ways to be able to get some good ideas, see the push particular metas that you have, or maybe a meta that's about to go that you could essentially clone. So this way is 15,000 people. Now the great way to do this is you gotta kind of think like a business. I know some guys, I can give you their telegrams. They cost like literally $5 a day. They're from like Africa and shit. But you need some
Hmm.
shillers. You need some shillers to come in here. Like you don't know. For example, people in here, you don't know who's actually really just traders and who's actually shillers, because they'll be just talking about coins and they'll be like, oh, what? I'm gonna ape into it, and then people get excited and just start jumping into it, not know realizing if it's really shilling or if they're really uh, so go to let's get you in this thing. Infinity Gates, not the price bot. It's the one that says the Infinity Gates entry portal.
Uh.
I
Oh, you
think
just
it's
sent it. Yep. Infinity point checking.
or you can go to the announcement channel. I think one of those two. But once it's got, you'll see 15,000 in there. I'm not in that other one, that price bot.
Is it this one? Infinity. Is it that one?
Hold on 1 second. It should be the Infinity Gates entry portal. Here, I'll reply back to it. I think I see it right. Entry portal. Here it is. Reply. This one. This one. It's the one that says um Infinity Gains entry portal. Yeah.
Is that one?
Yep. Yeah. Open that one up real quick, and then you can hit the verify, and then it'll spit you into the group itself. Yeah. There you go. It's like Discord.
Right. Okay.
Let's hit the. It says tap the main emoji from. It's the happy face. It's the far right, far right, bottom right, bottom right. It's the one with the big ass fucking smile, the fucking sunglasses.
Oh, this one. Yeah.
Yeah. And then do one more. Or you gotta do 2 more. It's the 5, I think. I think it's a 5.
Oh, okay. So that's doing that thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no, I guess it wasn't 5. Hit 2. What? Yeah, hit 2. Oh no, it's the. Oh, I get it. It's the fucking emoji, the eggplant. Go far left. Far left. Yeah, they're trying to really make sure bots don't come in here. All right, now it's the eyes. I get it. It's the eyes now. Eyes. Yeah, go. There you go. You're good. Perfect. Yeah, click on the link.
Okay.
No.
Excellent.
No. So the link where it says there. Click right there. The link above.
You click on that link. Okay.
Yeah. There you go. Join.
My group.
Now you're in there. So hella people are just talking all day long, just about coins this, coins that. These are just a big group for people that want to buy. This is your market here. And honestly, to be honest with you, you'll be able to kind of peep out what they're buying too. If you go in here and start peeping the plays, you'll be like, oh, I'm a dev. Like, all right, this is what they want. Hey guys, something's brewing and blah blah blah. I'm getting word from the alpha group. You can be larping in there, and then really just it's your project, you know. But it's better if you have
Yeah.
people help you push that narrative because there's 15,000 people in there, you know.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah, that's pretty good. What else? I'm just checking with any other questions. Yeah, so if I want to do another hour, would you? What's the best way to do that?
Yeah, brother. Just you can open a ticket in my Discord or my DM. I just do a soul, and that's it.
Oh, excellent. Okay, all right, that's fine. I'm just checking what other question. Oh, yes, another question. So when you make, the profit, where does the profit go to? Does it go to your dev wallet or?
So I mean, every time you sell, each individual wallet will have its own prospective profits. You know, from the balance. You see where it says balance there. So you can keep in
Yeah,
line as far as balance and in the tokens. So eventually, when you buy, it'll go into tokens, and then when you sell, it'll be balance. So theoretically, if the project went well, that 1.4, will get you, for example, hypothetically speaking, I don't know, 300,000, 200 million tokens or something, right? And then if it went up, you can sell it. The shit would be 8 sold in there instead of 1.4.
oh, I see. So it would just increase. So
Increase
that's
exactly,
how it works.
and then you have to withdraw all those to the one main funder at the end.
Right. Okay. Excellent. Okay. Let me just see if there's any more.
Oh, good. I like this. Is my thing. I love doing this. I just stay up
Yeah.
every
Yeah.
day,
It's
like
kind of
in the
fun. So
market every day, grinding. So you gotta excuse me
yeah.
sometimes. It's always something new in the market too when it comes down to it. Like I was in the process of putting out some BNB videos for bundlers, but then all of a sudden KYC happens when it comes to Binance, and it's like, what the fuck? Should I even put out a video about a BNB bundler when you have to KYC? Like, what's the point of bundling if they know that every 60 wallets are you?
Yeah. I've got, all right, another question. I just want to know, normally you talked about your wallets can be blacklisted. Is there any way I can find out it's not?
So the only
Because
way that
obviously, if it is,
happens,
then it's not gonna. Yeah,
I'm gonna be honest with you. Like the only way that's happening these days now are people that are literally using the money to come with extreme liquidity. You're not gonna get blacklisted coming in with the type of liquidity you're coming out with. And these people are consistently using. The reason why they're getting blacklisted too is they're using specifically KOL situations. Let me give you a hypothetical situation so you understand how that works.
mm,
So KOLs don't need to necessarily they don't necessarily need to like tweet to be able to advertise a specific FOMO into play. The way they do it without having to show grace, because sometimes these plays become where a dev will basically nuke the charts, and then they don't want to have their communities blame them, and then lose their credibility, right? So then what they'll do is they'll publicize their wallet for a few days, just like say, "Hey guys, trade for me." And the reason why they're doing this is because they're allowing anybody who wants to quote unquote see copy trade you to basically FOMO without consent, just like AFK right into a project, like as just like I trust this particular wallet without even calling it. So when a person goes into your contract because you maybe made a deal with them, not to like call it out to the scene, but they'll buy your contract for like maybe 0.25 SOL, but they have like 40 copy traders with them. You know what I'm saying? So that 40 copy
yeah,
traders is like, what I'm saying? Next thing you know it, it's like bonding because all these other fucking traders are jumping in, not knowing what's going on. All the work has been done. The funds have been already mixed because from multiple different people, there's copy trading, and then they're like, whoa, there's Orangey's wallets in this shit, bro. It's gonna send. And really, it's just a deal for Orangey. It was just a fucking transactional deal. He's gonna get out fucking before even bonds. You know what I'm saying? And he doesn't even have
yeah,
to explain himself because you don't have to explain yourself to copy trader wallets. You never advertised it,
yeah, yeah. I understand. Okay, I think that's all my questions at the moment. What I'm
Man,
gonna
Flag,
do,
we
I'm
can go
gonna
really
set.
down that wormhole, man. I could keep going for hours.
Yeah. Yeah, so what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna set up properly, like obviously with the 5 groups, 8 wallets, and then I'm gonna book another lesson with you,
Okay,
and then hopefully we can do a launch just
let's do
so
it.
I can get used to it, and then we take it from there.
Bada bing, bada boom. I love it. I love it. Let's get to it. And if you need any help, man, just let me know. I'll be here to help you. Absolutely.
Yeah, definitely. I did launch these ones, they just didn't work. So all of these ones,
And now you know
these,
why, though. That's the most important thing is to
yeah,
know
that's
why they
correct.
didn't work.
Yeah, yeah.
Absolutely, 100%.
So this one didn't work either. Yeah. So okay, all right. I will get that. And you know, for the holders,
Yes.
right? Um, it doesn't. You know, you said about you can do it my way, but you don't. I don't need to worry about the holders in it because I'm not going to do it. They're not going to like. No, no, sorry, not that one. That
Yeah, I
one.
mean, at the end of the day, right now, like the leverage is let's think about it like this, right? If snipers, because their main thing is to profit, they don't deploy shit. You know, they just want to come into a particular situation and leave out, buy low, sell
Mm.
high. So if they have over the times of us consistently changing, you know, from walls to walls and mixing, and they now said, okay, out of like at least 100,000 projects that's launched that are quote unquote potentially bundled, we can obviously see that we can enter successfully would have a better profitability of chance of profit if there was a minimum of about 85 wallets in the contract prior to sniping in, and if the market cap was potentially at let's say 14,000, then this would tell us that this would be actually an organic grow or even something. Even if they said don't snipe into the contract until that 80 holders are within 5 minutes. Anything below 5 minutes is potentially forced. So you got to think like that because yes, theoretically, if you buy your positions bigger at the beginning, that's great. But then you have, let's say, $2,000 worth of liquidity to make holders, spread it out in a course of like time of like 3 to 5 minutes. You start to see all these different random organic buys coming in because you're meeting the filter criteria of their presets.
Right. Okay. I got it. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Cool. Excellent. You know those links you sent me. It's not gonna. If we disconnect, it's not gonna lose the chat, is it? The links.
No, not at all. I'll send
No.
you this video
Okay. All
too,
right.
so you have it as well.
Oh, excellent. Yeah, that should be fine. All right. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set this up, and I'll book another meeting with you definitely, and then hopefully I can learn how to launch it because I'm kind of new to this, so
I
just
totally
getting
get you,
used to it.
brother.
So
Anytime I
yeah,
can help,
definitely,
you let me
definitely.
know. I'll be here. Absolutely.
Yeah, excellent. So you've been very helpful. So
Thank
what I will
you.
do, I'll book another meeting. Where are you based? Vegas, isn't it?
Vegas, yeah, bro. So check this out. And I'm glad that we're talking here. So this is what I'm trying to basically switch into soon. A lot of times I've been for the last year so doing a lot of deving, a lot of behind the scenes here, like at the desk. What I really
Mm.
want to do is I just purchased about 4 to 5 grand worth of streaming equipment, an actual IRL backpack, and a camera and everything. I know you don't know this, but my background is actually film and HGTV. I went to school and graduated with that as a bachelor, so that was actually my backup anyways plan. But I know the creator fees are pretty nice on Pump, and I just know that I love narratives and I love to work for like my cash. Like I'm not like a lazy guy, so I'm down to work with a lot of devs that I'm teaching to actually create narratives. So if we're like, hey, we want to find a cancer patient, I will pull up literally 4K on a cancer patient with the best 4G, with the best 5G, signal and stream it, and build narrative. These are stream projects at that point. I can onboard even potential
Yeah,
celebrities that come into Vegas too. So there's definitely a lot of money to be made. It just requires a team. I learned the hard way that if you want to make some really good money with this, the bundler is just a tool, but it's like almost like this. If you're in a battle, right, and there's like, you could come out there with the best gun, but if you don't have like some bodyproof armor in there, you're gonna get hit. You know what I'm saying? And so you gotta got a
yeah,
team to help you out with some things.
yeah, yeah. I understand. Yeah, yeah. Hopefully, I'll get used to it. How long does it take you when you started this? It took you like you really made good money on it.
So when I started off, Solana like was like at $98 and shit. Like, so you could have done some crazy ass damage with 3 grand, 4 grand, and the charts were like. Also, at the time, Bullocks wasn't even around, so we were basically real bundling. Like, when meaning that there was literally a buy, a safe mode buy would allow you to come in with like as much money you want without any type of front runner, and they would still buy on top of you.
Yeah.
All you had to just do is sell. So there wasn't too much like methodology to it because you just had to have access to a good bundler. And the thing about it back then was having a team that was actually legit that would want to give you a good bundler was kind of rare too, because people were putting 4 or 5 grand and getting drained, you know? And so
Yeah.
I just kind of felt like I got lucky and got the right people, which was like Dog with Tools at the time. They were like strong for almost a year until they decided to like rug pull, but they were the only ones that were cooking, and they weren't draining nobody until, you know, they got pretty popular.
Yeah, what happened to Dogpool? Because I was looking into that dog whip tool, and then every time I tried to buy it, it was just page cannot be displayed.
Yeah, like
They've gone, isn't it? They don't.
Yeah, basically,
Oh
like
wow.
long story short, they had an update, and the update essentially created malware. The malware rugged basically a lot of people from their money using like some type of like, you know, hack method. They basically kind of blamed each other, and then they kind of went ghosted. One person on the team decided to still update the software. Some people in the community decided to continue using it, but at the end of the day, it was tainted, and it never really the team never came back, gave any updates. They just kind of dispersed and did their own thing. So then came meme tools, then came penguin tools, then came all these other, you
Mm,
know, competitors to essentially take the place. And then also, not only that was happening, but Solana was also growing, and also bundling, trading platforms such as Axiom, Bullocks were coming into play. So all the new methodology of launching became now apparent. Like, for example, now it wasn't bundling, it was mass sniping, because now there was like nobody buying on block zero, you know, bundles. So
yeah. Well, that's interesting. Just final question.
yes, sir.
Maybe it's not related to meme toys. What do you think of XRP? Have you heard of XRP?
Yeah, the XRP. Yep, I've heard of it.
Yeah.
So
What do you think? Is it good or?
all right, so for me, to be completely honest with you, I'm never a person that essentially invests when it comes to hold. I'm more of an extractor and
Hmm.
just essentially a teacher. So if I go into XRP, it's simply just to extract from a person who's sending me a course, and I'm gonna put it back into like basically USDT or Solana, and or, you know, back to my bank account. I don't
Oh, okay.
necessarily hold in an investment type of situation. I just extract.
Yeah, yeah. I think it's better to do that because holding it takes a long time. So, but anyway, you've been very helpful. So, what I
My
will do
pleasure.
next time, I'm gonna definitely book another lesson. I'm gonna get this set up properly, and then hopefully we can start launching, so I can get that practice and
Yes,
everything. So, see how it
let's rock and
goes.
roll.
Cool. All right.
Absolutely. Let me
Cool.
know if you have
Excellent.
any other
Thank you very
questions,
much.
brother, and I'll be here. Okay, brother?
All right. Thank you very much. All right.
God
Cool.
bless you.
Thanks.
Have a
Thank
good one.
you. And you. Bye.